You can find us at milesandtessa.com. Miles is spelled with a Y, and we are from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. We were talking about preps, getting a little more detailed with preps. So first, we wanted to remind you guys that it's not always about tension and compression. There is this thing called lateral connection or lateral pressure. So we just woke you up to that and then use that for our steering.
It doesn't have a lot to do with lats, like some instructors like to.
It's a rotational force in the shoulder.
It's your rotator cuffs that are activating, and what we're aiming for is about this much pressure pressing against wherever the skin contact is, and I'm expecting reciprocity so that I'm not winning any, and I'm not also just sitting there passive and flaccid and neutral, because that sucks.
Cool. Then we took that little steering drill into getting our follower to rotate so that we can focus on actually making contact early, absorbing the spring and releasing.
And
absorb and release.
Following my Newton's law of inertia, the follower's law, to make sure that I keep going and letting a force act upon me as opposed to stopping myself or being trigger happy.
Right. That spring element is the prep. In every dance move we do that has a prep, it needs to have a spring and trampoline type release. It is not me just pushing my hand out and then bringing it back arbitrarily. So the example we were doing was in our left side pass. We wanted to be thinking 1, on count 2 as I take the hand outside, we get that little sideways pressure built up and spring off of that to release through.
We decided that instead of noon obviously isn't functional, but also 3 o'clock 90 degrees wasn't functional. We wanted the hand to continue down the slide in a diagonal vector, so we decided 2 o'clock on the clock is a good place for the leaders to aim their hand trajectory.
And leaders, if you want to go to a full arm extension on your prep, you actually back up more out of the slot to make that happen.
Don't make me.
I don't make her rotate further. So then we were walking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Made life a lot easier to go through that rotation for the followers, and leaders, we didn't have to work as hard.
Okay.
Then we were doing in a whip. So instead of catching my followers back on count 2 at the end, I lead the same J hook.
The drill for that was.
We were doing like the high five, springing our shoulders
And this
open.
actually related to the follower survival technique of when the leader is noodly and not providing a prep. I can self-prep by expanding into the chest or shoulder or arm to give myself that spring action that's necessary for the move.
Cool. Alright, so this was like a whip entrance, 1 rotating 2, but instead of going up underneath her back, I'm going into the hole to catch onto her forearm or her wrist.
I try to escape by
stretching on 3, 4 or boinging
opposing
into the prep. Boing, boing, and release.
And of course the release is always going to be faster than the load.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Leaders can turn 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, or we can slow it down 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just take more time to go through that spring.
Remember, not all boings are created equal. For more information about this topic and so many more about technique for all levels of dancers, you should check out swingliteracy.com. It was an honor to teach you guys this morning. Thank you very much for being here.
And if you have confusion on the schedules, the printed schedule is the correct schedule outside. If you're looking online, it used to say that there was a class by us at 11.